So today I am out at the beautiful pond out here on the Hal Scott Regional Preserve. This is just off of 528, and you can see the water is crystal clear. I'm in about 6 foot of water right now. I can see the entire way to the bottom. I've seen a few little bass. There's a bass down here, and we're looking for, where these fish might be at. I want to see if there's any big fish here. I don't know if there are. I'm thinking that this is going to be a good experiment to find out. The water's crystal clear. Last time I was here, it wasn't that great of a video. I caught, 2 or 3 that were in the maybe 10-inch range. But this place doesn't get a ton of pressure, and I'm looking to hopefully find something that is big in here. Now, you can fish this place. If you want to drive your kayak or your canoe up to the boat launch, you're going to need to call and get a permit because they're going to have to open the gate for you. Or you can be like me and just drag your kayak 600 feet. This water is so clear though, it's pristine. It's not, I'm here at the edge, I don't know how deep it is out in the middle, so we're going to be looking for schooling fish. Obviously we're going to fish this edge the entire way around. Otherwise there's not a lot of cover or structure otherwise. So this is going to be an interesting day to see if we can figure out what these fish are on, what they might want to hit. Again, this water is pristine. It is crystal clear. I don't know if you can see it or not. It is really, like, it's clear. So that's going to make today fishing a little bit harder. A good thing, it's calm. I can stand up in the kayak, kind of make longer casts, kind of pinpoint places where I think these fish are going to be. They're definitely going to be pushed up into the reeds for sure, but I want to see if I can find some bigger fish, maybe offshore a bit. We'll find out. We're going to work our way back into this corner over here, I think, and then work back and out around and see what we can find. So let's get started. So I'm noticing as I'm cruising here, it's probably 10 feet on this side, on my right side here, and about 5 to 4 on my left. I'm noticing a lot of bass kind of in that in-between zone. The biggest one I've seen is maybe a pound or 2 pounds. I saw them swimming out. They seem to be held up in this outer edge here, about 10, 15 feet away from the reeds. This water is so clear. If we can just get to a spot where there's no ripples on it. Actually, the ripples are going to help. They'll help obscure my image a little bit. I'm trying to go slow, trying to be methodical about how I'm going to work this place. Never fished out in the kayak before. I fished from the shore, and there's only really 2 places you can access the shore. One back by the ramp, and then one way over here. It's probably 10 or 15 feet now on my left side. Sorry, my right side. And I'm looking at bass all over the place here, nothing big. A couple pound and a half. They are not interested in the swim bait or the Senko. I've had them come up and check out the Senko. Nothing commit. Fish almost on the surface over here. Sounded like a pretty good fish. Right back in there. There he is. That's not a big one. Oh, he spit it. So they're feeding. You just gotta find the right ones. We're a little guy. Really pretty fish. I thought that I was stuck on these weeds right here, but it started moving left. So All right, I think we're gonna put on a crankbait on the browning here, because I think that's gonna be the ticket. Oh man, these, see the lily pads are hyacinth down here. That's I'm gonna bet that's where they're piled up at. I just caught 2 fish, and I don't know if the camera is on. Hopefully it was, but I could be wrong. Both on the Senko, both up next to the reeds here. I really didn't catch anything back there in the lily pads like I was hoping to. But if the camera's off, man, that's gonna suck. They were both decent fish for for this pond. So hopefully the camera's on, but all right, I gotta get restrung. So I'm officially out of O-rings. I knew I should have gone to Home Depot. So I'm gonna end up going through Senkos here pretty quick. Right now I'm on the southern end of the pond, and it looks like I'm over a deep body of nothing. There's not a lot of structure, there's not a lot of weeds, or some. It's very deep on this side, probably closer to 20 feet. Sorry, my right side is closer to 20 feet. You guys can't see where I'm pointing. Left side, I'm not seeing a lot of structure, not a lot of anything to actually catch fish off of. Like this little point here with this grass, maybe. I'm on the southern lobe of the pond here. It's deep, it's clear. I'm not really seeing any fish though. Not seeing any fish activity. I haven't had a bite on this side yet. It's pretty deep here. It's just 20 feet, right where I'm at. It comes up pretty shallow, close to the reeds, up to about 3 feet. But I'm not seeing any. I'm trying to find pockets, pockets like that would be great. I'm just not seeing any fish whatsoever. Not even little bait fish. Oh, that's a good sized bass. Okay, so that's the first bass I've seen. And it was about, 2.5 pounds, maybe. Oh my gosh, I'm chasing right now it's probably a 5-6 pound bass. I just happened to look out in front of the kayak and I just saw the shadow of the fish, So there are bigger fish in here. There definitely are. I just saw one. There's a whole host of bigger fish right here in that kind of 2-poundish range. Right there goes something. Right there goes something. Something right there. That's a little guy. He might be off. No, he's still on. There we go. There, bud. Get here. So the water in his back, in the southern corner here, is significantly more shallow than the rest of the pond. And I'm seeing fish grouped up. I didn't see another one with that giant one that I saw earlier. But, these 2-pounders, there goes a There's a good bass there. You know, they're in schools of 2 or 3. Alright, so I haven't had a bite in a hot minute, but I'm not fishing too hard. And I'm starting to see signs of fish feeding now. I've had a couple fish jump around me, you know, back out there towards the open. They might be chasing schooling bait fish. Not really sure. But I'm thinking they're getting ready to start feeding now. The water it's about that time of the day. It was kind of cold earlier. It was cold yesterday, down in the 60s. But the fish in the wintertime, when it's kind of cool like this, usually about middays when they wake up. That's just about it. Whoops. It's a little guy. It's a little guy. It's got to be a little guy. It has to be a little guy. He's running right at me. Yeah, it's not a big guy. It's about this time the fish really start feeding, because the temperature of the water warms up. So, little dude, peace. So that's a good sign. This is a little guy too. Yep. The little guy picked it up off the bottom. Alright. Get out of this mess, get pushed back in the weeds. This little guy just came from and grabbed at the last second. Ooh, he's really pretty. Look at this. That's a good picture of him. Let me get turned out of the sun here. Really pretty fish. Like, wow, super light, really defined lateral line. He came up and grabbed it right at the last second. I was getting ready to pull the Senko out of the water. Alright. It's about time for me to go. The ramp is right over there. I'm going to just fish the shoreline here real quick on the way out. And I'm just going to let the camera run. So, Hal Scott Regional Preserve, you definitely need to have a boat to fish it. I tried fishing it from shore. It wasn't super successful. I caught a few little ones. I'm sure there's some bruisers in here. I saw that one that was probably 5 or 6 pounds. It was a big fish. And then a bunch that were around the 2, probably close to 3 pound range back on the southern side. So I'm up here fishing the northern side again by the ramp. And, you know, maybe there's a bruiser up here, and maybe like the last 2 videos, I'll catch another bruiser right before I leave where the camera dies again. But, you know, there's a good chance that I won't. There seems to be a lot of bass, and there's tons of fish. We caught quite a few today. Just nothing substantial, you know. So I'm hoping that maybe later on in the year, when it starts to warm up, if we get off post-spawn and the fish are feeding again, and they start moving during the day or during the morning, we can come up and fish this place again and maybe get on some feeding fish, because when I was here the last time, they were feeding like crazy. I didn't have access to the water. I was fishing from the shore. So I think that's probably going to do it for me, unless I catch another fish. If I do, those will be in the video. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.